Blue Box has been a wonderful series. Again, delivers on another great episode. In my opinion, this episode to me was the driving force of what I think Taiki needed in life. And I think this episode does it for me in a lot of ways. That, in the sense of when you are there, you feel like you can understand where he comes from, where he sees himself in, or if you ever played sports before, you realize how much you can actually relate to something like how Taiki was feeling in this episode. And ultimately, this this was his breakthrough, if you ask me. This episode firmly describes about how Taiki went through so much. He'd been through the gym. He's been through loss after loss. He lost so many crucial moments in his life. He's lost so many crucial matches. He's made so many crucial mistakes. He has been through so much, and yet he still stands. And I think all of us know that struggling is more than what it seems. And when you're struggling, you tend to feel the effects of it. It starts to wear you down. It starts to have its toll on you. And for a while now, that is what was Taiki for all the time. He was improving, but not at the rate he once was. He said himself once in the episode, he thought it would be easy. And I think that part is really what resonated with me. It's the fact that that's how most of us see doing things at a high level. We think it's going to be easy at the very beginning. Not all of us think that, but we know that it's going to be difficult. But when we are doing those difficult things, in time we realize it is going to be a lot more harder than we thought. But any sort of development throughout our experience to get a higher chance at developing ourselves into a better person. I think this episode, Blue Box, was Taiki's breakthrough. He won one match against the person he lost against, but I ultimately think this is Taiki's new magnum opus. This is Taiki's broader perspective getting the way, finally realizing that in order to get something he has never had, he has to do something that he has never done. And I think he's realizing that. He realized that he was cocky. He realized that in order to work hard isn't enough. And that's a hard pill to swallow, because hard work does not mean you're gonna get the job done. But for Taiki, he realized that at some point you're gonna have to make a choice in life, and he made that decision. The internal battles, the internal boundaries that he had to overcome through his mindset. And it was Chinatsu Senpai who mentioned all the things he's ever done. He showed up to the gym early, more than she has. And truth be told, you have to have a lot of dedication. A lot. And I'm not saying this is an easy feat just because this is an anime, man. I mean, do you know the amount of actual resilience and discipline you have to have when you wake up and decide to do that? And it was just all around amazing to see a man, well, not a man, a character finally get some momentum towards his goal. and it's just happy to see. It's one of those anime, and I don't really like sports that much, but it brings me a lot of motivation. Personally, I said this in a video before, but whenever people really motivated to do something, I'm just a sucker for that, you know? I'm just really a sucker for those types of shows and movies that have those premises of where they don't have it, but they find a way to get it. That's what I just find really amusing about Blue Box. And at the end of it all, guess who lost? That's right, Hayaku. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But yeah, he lost, because in the end, he didn't have that same will as Taiki did. It's like they say, obsession is going to beat talent. In a way, this episode represents that meaning. Because Haruto is talented, but Taiki, he's obsessed. And that's why he won and Haruto lost. And ultimately, that's what's gonna be the future difference between them. Check out my other videos. STARZ, unite.